Hello, Sagittarius. It's always great to have you join us here on the Tarot Podcast. We're looking at May 2016 for you. And let me ask you, though, did you just eliminate something that you felt good about? Because why? It's showing here that you've been digging a little deeper into what is important, not necessarily just on the mundane level, but also on a spiritual level. It's more like there's some thought processing that has taken place for you that you've really been honing in on, and it's empowering because I see new strength coming in as you're tackling the inner child and the inner adult coming together here, where the empowering is really coming out here, freeing you so that you can expand more so on talents and skills and feeling less inhibited than ever before. So talk about taking the bull by its horns and you eliminating whatever has been holding you back. Now, this can go way back here, Sagittarius, and I see how you've been contemplating this, not just on a conscious level, but pay attention to your dreams. I'm seeing there's a lot of information coming to you as you're resting. So those dreams are actually messages coming to you from your higher self and showing you exactly where the shoe has been pinching all along. So one by one, I'm seeing that these worry thoughts that might have followed you are being cast to the winds, and the winds carrying it far, far away. So in this, bottom line, what I see taking place for you, Sagittarius, is a sense of transformation, metamorphosis, renewing your new self. Now, I wouldn't be surprised, if some of this actually is going to unleash a floodgate of already mentioned talents and skills, because it's like you have them. You have so many of them. And some of them you have been using, out there. But these other ones that they've been laying, resting, wanting to surface, but you've been holding yourself back from it. This is going to change. I feel within a year's time, you are going to be able to look back at the old self as opposed to who you now have become. Now, May is really triggering this for you. Not saying that it hasn't crossed your mind in the past, but May is when you're going to do the soul search, going deep, and not really even having a problem to derive at those deeper seated emotional spaces. I'm thinking there's been times, actually there's been years where you would just shut down on it and go, no, not going there at all. But that was more you just moving on through your daily, day-to-day life, not really wanting to look at or even start the process of maybe it wasn't time. Here and now, though, I'm seeing that you're gladly, once the process has started, to follow up and dig even deeper. Talk about cleaning house. It's like you start one place and the intention might just be in this one area. But once you get going, it kind of spreads, doesn't it? To more and more space. Suddenly you want the whole thing changed and cleared out. So this inner house cleaning, it's beautiful. Even though you're probably going to bump into a memory here or there that wasn't maybe too pleasant, but then again, water under the bridge. It is, in fact, in the past, and that is where it belongs. So you can even wave goodbye to whatever not so pleasant memories and just thank it for the lessons that it did hold for you. But now you're replacing. We're talking about reprogramming. And the reprogramming part is the joyful part. Why? Because when everything is cleared out, now you could see the landscape before you. You could see now how you'd like to rearrange and, should I say, furnish these new rooms with what you choose and make it to be, not what other people had and held as intentions for you. And I think you're this vessel for collective holdings for what others had anticipated and expected of you, but not anymore. Talk about liberation. This newfound freedom, it's going to express itself in many ways, even to a point where, though I see that you have a few things that you would like to bring up, but it's even going to surprise you that there is abundance of energy coming to the surface where you're going to go, oh my God, I had no idea that it was so messy in there, right? And so the joyfulness is really, talk about growing new skin. It feels like that. It's like you're growing from within, from the tiniest itty bitty cell and expanding from there, because the metamorphosis is truly, once done, not leaving anything behind. So you have that. We're talking about inner journeying here, and it can take you from A to Z and back again. Now, as long as you just open your channels, spiritually, open up your heart chakra, allow things now to just filter through and try to not stop the flow, even though this is going to take some time. This is not done overnight. This is a process. Now, it's starting here in May. The process might linger differently for each of you, Sagittarius. Some you might speed through a little quicker, like over a few weeks, a month or two, and some can actually work on this process for a whole year or more. But the thing is to stay afloat and do not dam it up. It's been dammed for so long, and I can only promise you what I see here in the outcome for you is great things to come, great things to manifest, and in fact, it's going to color you for years and years and years to come. So talk about divine timing when things are to be disclosed, right? Your career this month, I see it going really well. Your boss is really happy with what you're doing. I'm seeing it's like this too becomes a journey of experience. There might be some more challenges coming up, but I think you're ready for it to step up to that occasion. So in that case, from it, more things can come in behind it. I'm seeing two beautiful, should I say, offers or presentations where you're going to be looking into, and it could also come to make you some more money. So this is great. Follow that, and things will be good. Now, relationships this month, I don't really see any major changes other than it's harmonious, it's good. I don't really see any big to-do factors. If we can mention anything, it might be the physical home and where you live, and maybe a beginning, a longing of wanting to change something up, even though it may not happen right here, right now, definitely not here. This month, for most of you, and by that I mean a move, but I do see that you could be thinking about it, longing for it, and down the road, I do see there could be a physical move from one residence to another. In that case, it will be an upgrade. There will be more space and a feeling of more freedom in this new location. But it's going to take a little time for most of you, as far as I can see now. But it will come up. It will be discussed. You and your partner together will be looking at this. Now, also, there's an indication here of marriage. Not saying necessarily that this is for those of you already married, of course, but for you single Sagittarians or Sagittarians who are dating, this could come up and about where, coming out of this cleansing. So we're talking more like autumn. So I'm not even saying that's taking place here now in May, but as you're cleansing through your inner self, then I'm seeing that you're looking towards the future, where it is you're wanting to land, where you're aiming, wanting to have that love, that level of security with you and a significant other. So this is beautiful because your heart here is growing and expanding. And we know that you're such a freedom lover, Sagittarius. Most of you are. That goes for the Aquarius people too. And so you could be hard to really pin down. But here, for a change, it is you really feeling that this is what you want, right? So I think even that can come as a surprise for some of you. But it all has to do with now looking at your value structure and value systems that much more differently. So yes, talk about a month of inner journeying being the main focus here for you. Sagittarius, this month, work is good. Like I said, your finances is good, and your relationship seems to be very well balanced and great. So there's not much changes there going on, but the joy here is what's taking place internally within you. And of course, when you're internally joyful, this is coming out as an outer expression as well. And of course, that will color everything that you come in touch with. So listen, I hope you will have a wonderful month here of May. And if you want a sneak peek of June, well, that is already also uploaded there to be found on CD Baby, so you can download that at any given time now.